I never had twink death because I was never a twink, but my youth has died and I feel empty inside.
Oh my god. Okay, Doomer Yeen. I'm actually going to disagree with...
Okay, buddy, you're on thin ice.
Thin ice!
Admit it, you just like to do it in public. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, you're going out there. You just want to show off.
Yeah, show off the bird feathers. I just start shaking it. I just start shaking them around. If your fur decided it was flirting with everyone and everything at once, purring at shadows... What is this question?
Before we get started with this episode, I'd love to ask you for a small, tiny little favor. Making these videos is a lot of fun to me and I love entertaining you all. So if you'd love to help me out, then please hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's the easiest way to support my channel. And the best thing is, you will never miss any of my future uploads. Thank you so much.
My name's Spowte. I'm a bird. I stream over on Twitch. Here, where we are right now, twitch.tv. I do a bunch of different games, like a variation of indie, comfy, cozy games, horror games, VR chat, just anything that sounds fun. But yeah, no, I stream over on PST time, on Pacific Coast time. And that's about it. I mean, there's just a big loud bird with a big huge personality, big huge ass. Nugget, I see your voice, or I see your mouth moving. Are you
no, I'm having a seizure. That's fine. Just ignore me. No, I'm eating.
Oh, okay.
I'm eating. I'm turning off the mic. So
you're eating. That's,
yeah, no, you don't hear me.
You were talking for, I was like, wait. Are you talking?
No, I'm not. No. I'm just eating. I wanted to let you yap so I can eat.
I was talking about this earlier. I had to go back to this Dorito shape or this gnome head. Can we curse on therapy?
Can we curse on a BigNuggetBox stream? No. Are you crazy?
I was just making sure. I just wanted to make sure before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can. It's gonna be like this now. Just stay like that.
Dorito?
Yeah, it's just a little Dorito.
Okay, yeah. It's so accurate. I hate how accurate it is. I hate that the shape is exactly like a Dorito.
That's cute. Come on.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
gonna lose it.
Okay, he's gonna cry. We're gonna take off the Dorito.
Dorito cam. I'm gonna cry.
Live Dorito reaction.
Live Dorito.
Probably a busy man. You probably have a busy Sunday ahead of you, right?
I'm gonna straight up jork it after the
Dude, fucking nice little goon set. What are we gonna goon to today, Spowte?
The VOD.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
I'm not joking. My doctor sent me stuff and evaluations, and I'm 100% sure that some of those are made with ChatGPT. They have the emoji and pattern of ChatGPT answers. Was a reasonable crash out to this, or why is Yeen reading this? Call him out. Straight up. Call him the fuck out. Like, that's insane. That's insane.
After that, I'd go look for a new doctor.
Oh,
because
yes.
I would, like, if you can... if your insurance is able to reassign you a primary care physician, go. I would say maybe go find somebody that doesn't necessarily give you answers like that.
No,
that's a little sketchy.
Because I know exactly what they mean. Because like with the emojis and like perfectly, and like some words are bold and some words aren't. Like I know exactly how it probably looks like.
That's tough. I'm sorry about. I mean that's what I would do if I was in your shoes, right? I mean, like if you trust the doctor or whatnot, then I would go based off of like your own judgment. Go based off of your like what your stomach is telling you, what your gut's telling you.
Definitely switch your doctor. There's hopefully enough doctors in your area. And also call him out. Like, ask him that. And if he works for a hospital, call the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
And straight up fucking tell them, hey, I have a suspicion that this doctor is using fucking ChatGPT. Like, because that doctor probably has his own fucking boss. And then he, like what do you call it? Like the upper doctor?
Like big boss doctor.
Yeah, like Dr. Cogs in Scrubs. Like that was the big boss doctor.
Yeah, talking to them personally, like just saying like, hey, did you
did you know?
Is this real? Is this real or
Chad, is
what
this
is this?
real?
Just asking, just asking the doctor or whoever works with them or works above them. Also, just in general, doctor notes for me personally sometimes have been very hard to read. They'll tell me what I need to do in order to get the next prescriptions or whatnot, and the notes that he will give me are so hard to read sometimes.
Yeah,
He'll
their
talk to me about
handwriting is
what.
awful.
Yeah, he'll talk to me they'll talk to me about what I need to do, and then they'll give me the note, and I'm like, okay, I understand everything. As soon as I walk out, I forget everything that we talked about, and then I'm like, oh, I at least have the note, and then I look at the note, and it's just scribbles, and I'm like, oh no, what did they say? I don't know.
You
I
just
don't know what they said.
you just look at it, and it looks like a weird mix of Chinese and Arabic, and you're like, okay, yeah, I can't. I'm dead, dude. I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die. Oh no.
GG. All right, let's do the next one. This one's a little bit more detailed. There's a little bit more going on in here. Do you want to read this one?
Okay, if your fur decided it was flirting with everyone and everything at once, purring at shadows, leaning scandalously into door frames, reacting way too enthusiastically to warm air, dramatic sigh when ignored, and conspiring with your tail to engineer accidental closeness while your ears broadcast your emotional state, like faulty mood antennas, would you attempt damage control, fake innocence, or simply accept that your entire existence has become a walking, absolutely unapologetic vibe that keeps asking, was that on purpose? Even though it very clearly was?
You're like,
What? What is this question?
I already lost all of my brain cells into the first fucking sentence.
Your tail is moving, your ears are moving when things are happening when you're maybe blushy or
reading it again did not help. That did not help.
I no, I'm oh man, what is this? Is this a shy bottom furry woo post?
It sounds like it. It's like my tail got a brain of its own. It's like it's always trying to flirt with the others, but I just don't wanna because I'm just so shy and
yeah.
Oh, help me, step bro. Yeah.
then your tail is reaching out to the person that you might have emotion might have an emotional connection or might have might have a crush with or might have feelings for. Okay, serious answer. Serious answer.
You okay?
Would you attempt damage control, fake innocence, or simply accept that your entire existence has become a walking, absolutely unapologetic vibe that keeps asking, "Was that on purpose?" So in reality, I'd probably, if I was a furry IRL with a bushy tail and ears that would perk up when I was talking to a person that I had feelings for, eventually I'd probably just accept it. Accept that my life is that, maybe attempting damage control might be he'll be like, oh no, that wasn't on purpose. Oh, sorry. Or faking innocence, oops, sorry, didn't mean to brush you up with my tail. I just, I think accepting it eventually will you got to be confident in that. You got to be confident in the reactions that you're getting with your fur. So that's where I would lean into, serious advice here. That's where I would lean into. Just be confident with it. Be confident that your ears and your tail are reacting before you're thinking with the emotions that you're feeling at that time. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense.
That was pretty good. I would say try all of them. Try damage control. Try fake innocence. In the end, you would still have to simply accept that your entire existence has become a walking, twitching, absolutely unapologetic vibe that keeps asking, was that on purpose, even though it clearly was. You would go through all of these stages. The first stage, that's what I always say. It's the circle of acceptance. First step is bullshit, fucking coping. Second step is, I guess it's kind of right, but I still can't handle it. Third step is, that is true. It do be like that. Fourth step is become furry VTuber. And then it's like a cycle, so it goes back and forth. It's, it's like that.
Yeah.
I hope we helped you. I hope it really did.
Okay,
What would have been your
that was
unserious
wild.
answer?
Unserious answer is I don't got fur, dude. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what are you saying? This if someone like wrote this question, it would either be a copy pasta that multiple people would just keep on asking in chat,
Yeah.
or someone would just time them out. Or people would be like, "What are you saying, man?"
It's like you like one of those weird teenage furries that come into your chat, like this first time messenger that's so fucking unhinged. You're like, dude, I'm not gonna interact with you. That's crazy. Like that's
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for that question.
Thank you.
Very, very, very wild.
I hope the next one is just as unhinged. If I drink 5 big cans of Monster Energy every day, will I be able to avoid twink death forever? What is your favorite flavor of Monster Energy? Can you give away some Monster Energy, please? I'll love you even more forever. Oh my god, this person already loves me. So you cannot avoid twink death. Let's be honest. Twink death will catch up to all of us. Have you ever seen a 40-year-old fanboyish twink? No, you haven't. Twink death will catch up to all of us, okay? And that's okay. That's how life is. You can drink as many Monster Energy drinks as you want. You can drink the white one, because I think that's what all the fanboy furry twinks drink, like the white monster. You can drink as many of them as you want. Twink death will catch up to you. Think about your favorite YouTuber that used to be a twink, right? Just picture them. Maybe a Minecraft YouTuber, something like that. They used to be very twinkish. They used to be very young. I'm thinking of like Max Mofo, okay? He was very, very, very twinkish, okay? He was very young. Look at him now. He aged like a fine potato, and that's okay. So will you. I never had twink death because I was never a twink. But my youth has died and I feel empty inside. And that's just the way it is. You will as well one day.
Oh my god.
What about you, Spowte? How are you?
Okay, Doomer Yeen. I'm actually going to disagree with that actually.
Okay, buddy, you're on thin ice.
Thin ice. Well, speaking of thin, I feel like twinks could be 40. I feel like there could be a 40-year-old twink out there. You know, there's a lot of different body types out there, and I think you could retain the twink or go back to twink possibly post twink death. I think that's well, I mean, like I never really associated, like, I guess, like, an age with twink, and like whether or not twink death catches up like in your like 30s or 40s. I kind of just assumed that twink was just like the body size of just being like slender, being like thin, being, the skinny queen that you are,
Yeah.
If you drink 5 big cans of Monster Energy every day, will I be able to avoid twink death forever? For me, the answer is well, don't drink 5 big cans of Monster Energy every day.
Aww.
That sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen. That does not sound good. Will I be able to avoid twink death forever? Probably, because that's not a sustainable amount of nutrients that your body is getting.
That's no nutrients. That's nothing.
There's no nutrients in 5 big cans of Monster Energy. The second question is, what is your favorite flavor of Monster Energy? I'm gonna go with the pink one. I'm gonna go with the sugar-free one.
Oh, is that this what is it? Strawberry? Some berry. That's some berry, right?
It is Strawberry Dreams.
I
want to add that there's a difference between twink death in terms of body and twink death in terms of mentality. Because I feel like somebody could retain or keep the twink mentality for as long as they want, for as long as they decide. Even if like the twink standards is like very slim, very, very slender or whatnot, your twink mentality can keep living on forever. I think there's like there's a difference between those two. So it doesn't have to be necessarily a twink death altogether. It could be, just maybe your twink mentality moved on. Maybe you're going into twunk form. Maybe you're going to get big and strong.
Maybe you will.
Maybe you're going to from twink to twunk to dad bod. Maybe you'll just be like twink mentality, twink bod forever. Monster Energy will not decide that fate. It is for you to decide that fate.
Also, you should love your body no matter what shape. All right, let's do the next one.
I have a friend that I know from furry spaces, and I know he likes to keep the furry stuff and not furry stuff separate. I found his main account, and I'm not sure what to do about it. Block him? Tell him I found it? I'm so confused.
Am I stupid? What is really the problem there?
So the friend found the guy's main account that's non-furry. I'm guessing main account is non-furry. That's what I'm assuming here.
Yeah,
It's,
I'm assuming that too, but that's not a big deal, I think, right?
I mean, like, it depends on the platform. 'Cause
Yeah.
if the platform's recommending, oh, excuse me. Sorry, I got morning voice.
That was very loud. I was like, oh, excuse me. Sorry about that.
I'm turning into a zombie as we speak. So if the platform is recommending your furry account to that main account, or like it's showing like mutual connections, I guess like that might pertain, or that might apply here to like deciding what to do. Honestly, I don't think there's an issue unless your friend tells you directly like, hey, I found your furry stuff and it's and you're interacting with all the stuff on my main account. Is it okay if like you keep the furry and main stuff separate? Like I would say there's not really an issue here, like unless your friend comes out to you and like tells you.
We're missing a lot of lore here, and I don't want to give you wrong advice. I'm gonna say that you should definitely not block him. If you think it is problematic, would I? Okay, if I was in his shoes and I'd find like a, let's just say, problematic account of my friend, right? I go to Spowte, I'm like, oh, cool, there's Spowte, but then I found Spowte 2. And Spowte 2 is like, oh, really heinous. Like, oh, that's awful. I don't like that account at all. Would I tell you that I found that account, or would I ignore it? I think I would ignore it.
Yeah, I don't think it's an issue unless it's brought up specifically, or like, I mean, like if you are pretty close with this friend here, you can just ask about what they're comfortable with, like, hey, I found your main account and your furry account. Is it okay if I keep it private, or like what would you like me to do?
Now in chat they're saying, well, what if it even isn't problematic? I just assume it is maybe problematic. There might be something going on. Otherwise, I think there wouldn't be a question about that in the forum. But I agree with Spowte. If he's your friend, if you know each other well, just go talk to him. Just go talk to him. Don't have to worry about it too much. Like, he'll be fine. He'll be all right. You got this. I believe in you. I don't shower with shampoo. I shower with sham shit. And fuck, I don't even shower a little bit.
That's not a question.
All right.
That's a statement.
Chat.
That's a statement.
Debate. We got to debate. Okay.
Hey, debate on what?
All right. Dude, this is like
debate.
It's like one of those Jubilee videos. It's like, I don't shower with shampoo, I shower with sham shit. And then whoever agrees needs to come to the front. You know what? I agree because I'm pro sham shit. And I think shampoo has been in control for way too long. And we need to embrace sham shit.
Sham shit is wild. Sham shit is wild.
Dude, that is, you're making fun of my hyena culture right here, buddy. Okay? Sham shit is really important to me and to all the other hyenas as well.
Oh, do you sham shit?
Yeah, we sham shit. I mean, what do you have? You have a little fucking bird bath. Dude, you shower in a fucking public fountain, bruh. Like, come on.
There's no issue with that. I mean, like, I could have the bird bath in the backyard. There's bird fountains down, like, behind houses. It's not necessarily always in a park. Also, like, it's fine. The water might be a little bit nasty sometimes, but like, I just go to another fountain if it's too nasty.
Admit it, you just like to do it in public. Yeah, I know you.
I don't.
Yeah, you're going out there. You just want to show off. You're like, damn right. Look at them feathers.
Just show off the show off the bird feathers. I just start shaking it. I just start shaking them around.
Show off that Dorito head.
The Dorito head, yeah. I can't stop showing off my feathers.
Damn.
Should take the water off.
Damn. So
there's no shampoo or sham shit in a bird fountain. It's just water.
We like that. I heard somewhere that you shouldn't always use shampoo for your head because it can be more damaging for your hair.
Is
Like,
that why I'm balding?
yes, it's exact.
Oh, no.
It's that and the fact that you don't drink 5 Monster Energies a day, bro. That's that clearly.
Okay.
Clearly.
I see. I gotta drink 5 Monster Energy cans a
Yeah.
day and then not use shampoo. You're right.
I know. Okay. Now they're calling me dirty and fucking stinky. I'm not saying that you should never use shampoo. I'm just saying I heard it is damaging if you use it every single day. If you use shampoo for your hair every single day, rather just every few days.
It's every few days that we should be doing shampoo.
Not on your body. I think on your body you can do it daily, but not on your hair. Like your hair, you shouldn't shampoo your hair every single day because that could be damaging. Because some shampoos have a certain ingredient in them that can be damaging if you use it too often.
Yes, I have seen that. Do you use like the 3-in-1, the 2-in-1, 4-in-1?
Oh, I don't use any
5-in-1?
shampoo. I don't even use anything.
I'm gonna lose it. Okay,
I know.
that makes sense.
I just read an article there.
No wonder I could smell you from outside. I saw the stink lines from like a mile away. I was, oh dear. Oh no.
Oh god. Good. We answered that question. What an amazing question. Holy shit. Next one.
Would you rather eat 1,000 Doritos or rather eat 1,000 nuggets? Well, can I do both?
No.
1,000 nuggets, because nuggets are gonna have protein, and you gotta get protein to bulk up.
But wait, what would be unhealthier? 1,000 nuggets or 1,000 Doritos?
I don't know. Well, it depends on the processing of the nugget, because if it's like fresh, good nuggets, then those are fine. I mean, those are gonna be better than like the chip, the Dorito.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna say it like that. I think it's just the McDonald's nuggets, just a normal McNuggets.
Normal McNuggets. I'd still go with that. I mean, bulking protein. There's a lot of protein in nuggets.
There is a lot of protein, and it's just tastier.
And
I actually think that nuggets are just tastier than Doritos.
They honestly true. Yeah, they are tastier than Doritos. Like nuggets are they'll fill you up more.
Mm-hmm.
They have a crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Usually like the crisp fried outside with like the tender, juicy middle. Whereas the Dorito, it's just flat. It's like a flat chip.
It's just cardboard. It's just cardboard with salt. Like,
yeah, there's a little bit of crunch after after like your first few bags, your mouth is gonna start like feeling it.
Dude, imagine how your lips must feel after like 1,000 Doritos. Oh no, I'm good. I'm
terrible.
I'm good.
Terrible.
No, we're all doing nuggies. All right, next one.
The important premise is that I'm a curious little gremlin. When I commissioned an artist and they shared their email to handle payment, I snooped around. And with that, I found out their PC had a virus that leaked all their data online. Would it be weird to tell them of that? Would they see that as too much stalkery? Because, like, they should change a whole lot of passwords if they didn't know about it. Oh, man.
Okay, hold on. Dude, we're accomplices at this point. What the fuck is going on here? How do you find out about that? Through their email?
How did they find that?
Bro, do you work for like a fucking military contractor? How the fuck do you find that shit? Would it be weird to tell them that? Yeah, because that's probably illegal. They could probably sue you for, on one hand, you want to help them out. On the other hand, you've snooped around. And I'm like 100% sure what you've done there is illegal.
Well, okay, hold on. I'm thinking.
Okay, let him think. Let the bird think.
I'm thinking.
You can hear the cogwheels. Hold on.
There's a possibility if this individual is super aware of a lot of like those leaks that happen online, maybe they have an archive of it. Maybe they are. Maybe they have a database that's filled with, all that stuff, and they just collect it when those leaks go public. That's not too far fetched if they are just putting their email in like this database or this public database or something just to check to see if like it has been leaked. Maybe this individual did that with the information that's given or that's been released, and then found this out that everything's been leaked. It's actually not too far fetched. not too far fetched.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think about that. That makes sense. Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
So I think it depends on the circumstance here. I think it depends on how you found this information. If it was public, I feel like that will go a whole lot better than if it was like this like private intel or like you went directly into their computer to find this.
Yeah.
But I think I feel like this. I'm gonna assume that they just kind of snooped around in like public spaces or like with information just to see if there's like if I mean they could say that they wanted to be sure that the art that they were getting isn't from a scammer or isn't from like somebody who's trying to like trick them into like buying something that isn't real. So I'm it's not you can display it as such and like let them know like, hey, I typically do this with like commissions in order to make sure that I'm not getting like scammed, and I found out that like this email is like through like this public leak or this it's been like the information that you got has been leaked, and I would suggest sorry if that's like uncomfortable, but I'm just I would suggest doing this in order to be safe for the future. So I think there's a good, reasonable way to go about this in order to look out for the person that you're getting art from.
You know what? I fully agree with Spowte because I didn't think about that. I just blindly assumed that you're a sneaky little snake and you hacked their PC or found out some information in a little illegal way. But it is true, if it's out there, if you look them up for their email and you find out all of this information is public, yes, I would totally let them know that, because they probably don't know. They probably have no clue. And it would definitely, it's an uncomfortable truth, but it would definitely help them a lot.
Was that good advice?
I think that was good advice. Yeah, no, I would, because I would want that. Like, sometimes you also gotta, sit on the other person's perspective and just think, okay, well, if my information was out there, would I want to know that, even if it's uncomfortable truth? Yeah, I would want to know that. It would upset me, of course, but like, I'll be grateful that you told me that. I think you should tell them.
Yeah. And then after you tell them, go and get 1,000 nuggets.
Go and get 1,000 nuggets, and do not sue us. If you got that information through any illegal ways, we cannot be held accountable. Okay. This clip right here will be shown in court at some point, so we're just it's not my fault. I didn't do it.
What's going on?
I didn't probably. So they're gonna be like, so this person that hacked you appeared to be in someone's chat on January 25th. Let's bring out this clip. And
this isn't legal advice. This is not legal advice.
This is not legal advice.
This is in theory. This is in theory.
No.
And we're only assuming situations here.
Yeah,
we don't have. There's no full context.
You cannot be held accountable. I am an American citizen. You cannot arrest me. So yeah.
Are you an American citizen?
No. Next one. Spiritually, I'm condemned. Mentally, I'm broken. Emotionally, I'm devastated. Physically, I'm horny. That is, once again, not a question. That is a statement. That is probably from the same person.
If you're horny, just go jork it.
Just go jork it, dude. That's what Spowte does all the time on his fucking stream.
That's me.
Like,
just can't stop jorking.
I asked him to come on therapy, right? And then he was like, do I have to do it one-handed? Because that's how I always stream. And I'm like, no, dude, you can use both hands.
That's crazy. That's wild.
I'm like, why would you want to stream one hand? Like, I don't care. Spowte is like, I said too much. I bet there's a stream. Okay, I bet there's a streamer out there that actually jorks it. I bet there is. There has to be. There has to be a streamer out there.
There's a whole platform outside of Twitch.
No, but like secretly on Twitch. Like secretly on Twitch. What was the guy's name? The comedian that jerked off on the phone when he was talking to his assistant.
What?
Louis C.K.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh no.
Because he was masturbating on the phone while he was talking to his assistant or something like that, and then they found out, and he got canceled out of Hollywood because of that.
Maybe it's a non-zero that someone somewhere out there just is just a little just got a little bit too frisky over here. I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe.
Next one. Am I a bad person if I sometimes get into my roommate's room when they aren't around and borrow one of his... Okay, bro, I'm not gonna read that out loud.
I can. Am I a bad person if I sometimes get into my roommate's room when they aren't around and borrow one of his boxers to jork it? I don't think he knows or suspects anything, but it makes me feel weird that I have started to do it more often. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. That's not good.
There's no.
That's not going to end well. You need to reevaluate what with your roommate's boxers. That is very wild.
I love that he's self-aware as well, like the last sentences, but it makes me feel weird that I have started to do it more often. I'm like,
I mean, it's glad makes sense to feel weird.
Glad you realized
to that instinct. Listen to that one.
But implying only that he thought it was weird because he started doing it more often. So like at first it was perfectly acceptable. You're like, oh, that's fine, dude. Everyone does that.
No, unless your roommate is your partner and you've already talked about.
I don't think it is their partner. I don't think they know. I don't think they know.
I don't think so. I'm only assuming that they don't know.
Stop it.
Don't do that.
Get some help.
Reevaluate what you're doing.
Just don't do that. You can do all of your sexual stuff, but you should do it with people's consent and not that. If you wanna, what might help is grab your own underwear and then imagine it's your roommate's underwear. Next one. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. Someone copy pasted steamed hams into the form again. The whole steamed ham script. Should we still do it?
Yeah. Well, Seymour, I made it despite your directions.
Superintendent Chalmers, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon. Oh, yay God. My roast is ruined. What if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it as my own cooking? Delightfully devilish Seymour. Okay, Chalmers doesn't say much.
Seymour.
Seymour.
Oh, sorry. Seymour.
Superintendent, I was just stretching my cows on the windsill. Isometric exercise. Care to join me?
Why is there smoke coming out of your oven, Seymour?
Oh, that isn't smoke. It's steam. Steam from the steamed clams that we're having. Steamed clams. Superintendent, I hope you're ready for mouth-watering hamburgers.
I thought we were having steamed clams.
Oh no, I said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers.
You call hamburgers steamed hams?
Yes, it's a regional dialect.
Uh-huh. What region?
The upstate New York.
Really? Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard anyone use this phrase, steamed hams.
Oh, not in Utica. It's an Albany expression.
I see. You know, these hamburgers are quite similar to the ones they have at Krusty Burger.
Oh no, patented Skinner burgers. Old family recipe.
For steamed hams.
Yes.
And you call them steamed hams, despite the fact that they are obviously grilled.
You know, the one thing I should, excuse me for 1 second.
Of course.
Well, that was wonderful. A good time was had by all. I'm pooped. I'm pooped? He actually said that. Okay.
Yes, I should be. Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis?
Aurora Borealis, at this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen?
Yes.
May I see it?
No.
Seymour, the house is on fire.
No, Mother, it's just the Northern Lights.
Well, Seymour, you're an odd fellow, but I must say, you steam a good ham. Help! Help! All right.
Everyone, give it up.
Yeah.
Give it up. Oh my God.
Is this what happens when during these therapy sessions you just answer or you just do what everyone tells you to do?
Look, you just sometimes you got to keep the people happy, right? Like they did in ancient Rome. They treated them like shit, but sometimes they would give them free shows in the Colosseum just to keep them happy.
I wasn't there. I don't know.
We are going to get to the next question. Spowte versus Nugget in 1v1 marbles when? Spowte, when marble?
Like Marvel Rivals?
No, marbles on stream. Just a 1v1.
Oh, Marbles on stream, like 1v1? I mean, that's whenever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down. I keep saying that because the same person keeps asking that every single time I do therapy, and they always ask me 1v1 Nugget versus guest, and we're always like, yeah, I will do that. We'll do that, and we never do it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we will. Next one.
Sometimes I feel like I'm not part of the furry fandom. I sometimes feel sad and lonely, like I don't. Can you help?
Aw, I actually kind of know what you go through. I actually kind of feel like it. When I joined the fandom, it was like 11 years ago. Yes, I'm old. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. It was 11 years ago. Simpler times, 2014 fandom. It's completely different. I joined the fandom and I felt like I don't really have a place because I didn't have an awesome persona or anything. I felt like my local furry friend group doesn't really like me that much. And so I went on a hiatus for like a year. And then throughout that year, I was still kind of lurking in the fandom. I was still like, no, you know what? This is actually still fun to me. And I went back into it. And yes, there were a lot of moments where I did feel like I don't belong to the fandom. What personally helped me is to stop caring what people might think or think not of me, because I don't know what people think of me. So every time I just made that up in my mind saying, oh, I think people don't like me. I think I don't belong to the fandom. But I always knew that I was a furry. I always liked it. So I just kind of said to myself, no, I'm not going to listen to these voices inside of my head that tell me that I don't belong in here. I do belong in here. And I will continue to have fun. Have you ever felt like that?
There's certainly times where it did feel like that when I first started joining. Yes, for sure. I do agree with you that like it does help to kind of just not really to try to not care how people perceive you, like in terms of how much involvement you are within the fandom. And I do feel sorry, like I am sorry that you are going through those feelings of being sad and lonely. It's never fun, to go through those feelings. I think experiences can vary differently when becoming part of something like the furry fandom. And I can really give you, I mean, I can only give you, my experience here with how I joined within the fandom, which was a few years ago, back when I was like really interested in and really wanting to join. I went out and seeked other people within the fandom to kind of like chat and get to know them, whether it was in a Discord community, through Twitch. I just started talking more. That was really hard to break out though, because I was super shy, like lurking a whole lot in a lot of like streams and not really necessarily like knowing, what to exactly say sometimes. So it took me a little bit of time to break out of that shell or that feeling of like kind of just being like an observer to someone who's actually within the fandom. It might not be like the way to go about it every time about feeling like kind of lonely within the fandom, but the best way I was able to do within the fandom was getting to know people more, talking to them, chatting with them, connecting, playing games with them, like whenever I could, if they were like within a Discord and like, they were just like in an open VC, I just like start talking to people. That was the best way for me to like kind of get out of that feeling of being lonely. But yeah, I feel like this is not necessarily an uncommon thing to feel every now and then, not just within like the fandom, but in general with like social circles, furry, non-furry. It's just for me, talking to people kind of just helped, like getting to know people more, being real with people, and that eventually helped me break out of my shell.
It kind of hits home, let's be honest. I think that question kind of hits home to a lot of us. And I, like you said as well, it's not maybe specifically about furries. Like everyone can feel like that and can sometimes feel left out. I want to say to you that you are part of the fandom. You do belong to the fandom. And that I also think sometimes reaching out to people helps. But I also feel like if I was in this situation where, okay, let's just say I'm not even, let's just say hypothetically, I'm not even shy. I can communicate with people. If I feel like I'm not welcome with these people, then on one hand, there's this voice inside of me that's lying to me, even though I am welcome with these people. But also, maybe I would want to switch friends. Maybe there's that one friend I like more and I should interact with them more. I mean, it's way more important to have that one really good friend rather than those 20 really kind of shitty mid friends. And I agree with Spowte. Like I was really shy as well. Like really, really shy. I feel like a lot of furries are shy or like a little bit introverted. I'm sorry. I was still a little bit shy. I'm still a little bit introverted. Like if I go to a convention, I don't look like an extrovert or anything. Like I need to be with the right friends and with the right circle so I can truly like blossom and open myself up. It's like, Spowte, you don't know that, but I was like, before I went to that meetup, I had the furry TikTok content creator meetup kind of stuff where I think you were there as well. That's where I met you for the first time. I was about to fucking shit my pants. I was genuinely about to fucking shit. Because I was so fucking nervous. I was like, Bowman texted me and he was like, you gotta come here. And I was like, there's all these people who I kind of know from like Twitch and all these other places. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm too nervous to go in there and like talk. And I hope that Bowman is still there because I don't want to end up being all by myself there. And like, I don't know them and I don't know them IRL. And I'm still a little bit shy sometimes.
I get you. Like, going back to like what you said of like having like the good friends to help you out, like that really does provide a boost. Have like building a support system, even like prior to like joining a fandom, or just like a general like having like a close connections with some friends or some family that can like that you can like talk to, expressing your feelings. Someone who's close or people that are close to you that are good people, that really, really does help having that. I remember joining the fandom feeling very nervous because I didn't know how some of my close friends who are not furries would perceive me. And eventually when I showed them like what I was making with like my fursona and whatnot, they thought it was really cool, and that I remember that made me cry. When 'cause I like happy cry because I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to get like judged harshly for wanting to like be part of the fandom, but it was really, really nice, and it only just made me feel more like accepted and more like more comfortable with even more comfortable with like the friends that I've made throughout my life. So that was really cool to see.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm very grateful for it. But it does feel like that might not be able to happen for everyone. It may not go that way for quite a few people. And what you said like earlier, like just not just anticipating, or not really trying to care what they think, if they think negatively of you being part of the fandom, may help with that. Just trying not to get that hold of you.
Yeah, it's also I'll be complete, like it's kind of like either you hear it from someone who is like an absolute fucking bully or an asshole. If someone tells you you're not part of the fandom, fuck them. They're not part of the fucking fandom because we're supposed to be welcoming and fucking open and like accepting people. So if someone tells you to fuck off, don't listen to them because they're a basement dweller and they don't know anything. And I'll be honest, in a lot of cases, it's more like your inner voice. I feel like it's your inner voice telling you you're not part of the fandom. You don't feel like you're enough for this fandom or for this friend group, or you compare yourself to others and see how others are hanging out with their friends or whatever. It's usually your inner voice. And you gotta tell that voice that you are wrong, that you are part of the fandom. You're a furry, just like everyone else. We're all silly animal people. No one is. Yeah, we're not above each other. We're not better. We're not like, oh, look at the puppy first. Look at that. No, we're just silly animal people, and that's how it's always gonna be. So just know you are part of the fandom, and like Spowte said as well, have a strong, like, supportive friend group, or that one friend. Because a friend could be anything. It could either be like an IRL friend. It could be someone on Discord that you talk a lot with. I believe in you. It takes time, and it's also it's a roller coaster. It's not gonna be like this forever. You won't always feel like this. Okay, you might feel down right now. Sometime later, you're gonna feel much better. You're gonna meet some amazing people. And if I could give you that one advice, if there's this inner voice telling you you're not part of the fandom, don't listen to that voice. You are part of the fandom. Actually, real advice for once. Holy shit!
Does that happen often?
That I give real advice? No, this is. I need to clip this one because that's never happened before. Hold on. How about you ask me this question, okay?
Is it knotted
No.
like a rope?
Yeah, yes, we're thinking ropes. Yes, it is not knotted like a rope. No.
Wait, is this a sex thing? Oh.
No, we're talking about
Oh.
knots. Like fisherman knots, the sailor knot, the Sailor Moon knot,
Okay.
knotted knot.
Okay. It's the Sailor Moon knot. What?
Do not look it up.
Okay, I see. That's okay. I'm not gonna look that up.
All right. You want to read this one?
Holy shit. I'm a mortician. How should I feel about spending money from funerals to get art of my Sona? It's your job.
It is.
It's your oh my god. I mean, well, this is
it is your job. You got to do something with that money.
Yeah.
You got to buy food, pay rent, and then you can get your luxury goods, which is art. Why not? I mean, I'm sorry.
Like, I understand where you're coming from. If it's like a morality thing, if it's really bugging you, I mean, there is the possibility of if there is time, if time allows, and if you're if you have the resources available, picking up a side hobby or like side thing in order to gain like expenses that are used specifically for Sona art, that is a potential there. If you want to dodge this feeling, if you're feeling bad about spending money from the full-time job that you have doing it, in reality, it's your money at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it's your money at the end of the day. You decide on what you would like to spend that money on for handling your income, your expenses. That's your money. So
yeah.
I don't think there's like a thing where you have to feel a certain way when you get paid for this job.
I fully disagree. I don't look. I'm glad that you think about this, and I feel like this is like one of those shower thoughts. Something that you don't think about that, and then at some point you go to buy furry art, and you're like, wait a minute. That's how I get my furry art? Just like all of a sudden you realize that. But I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of. It's your money. It's your job. You're just working, and you work with these corpses with dignity, right? Like you're doing a good job, and I mean,
no, I mean you're right. You're right. It's your money at the end of the day. It's your job. Your job is to you get to decide on what you want to do with your money after when you get paid.
I understand that you then look at this product, or like, I don't know, you buy an Xbox or something like that, and you're like, man, I bought this from that money. Like, I understand it. And if it's really bothering you, kind of like Spowte said, like, right, like you were suggesting to draw it yourself if you don't wanna, or like, right, or what was your first suggestion? Or did I misunderstand it?
How the question is, how should I feel about spending? I don't think we can delegate how you should feel. I think that feeling comes from you yourself. So if it is a morality thing, if it is something that's like messing you up with like your morals and stuff, there is the possibility of if you have the resources and time available to do a side hustle or side gig, a side job, a hobby that makes you money, that you could put to commissions like that.
Yeah, like a different income that would then go into the art that you would acquire. I hope we helped you out, my dear mortician, wherever you are. We got the second last question of tonight. That's a big one. Hold on, let me read. Let me turn on my little Yeen brain. Would y'all have any advice? Okay, I cannot say y'all. That is the one thing. I feel like with my accent, I should not say y'all. I need I just y'all. Dude, because I'm Swiss. I'm like, Swiss guys say y'all just sounds cringe, doesn't it? Just like, like, howdy, cowboy. Yes, I am American, just like you. Yes, y'all. Would y'all have any advice for someone finding out they are probably gay a bit later than most, 22, that person's 22, who also happens to be in the military, while most people in the military don't give a shit about one's sexuality, which is a good thing? There is still some homophobia lingering from the don't ask, don't tell era. I'm not someone who triggers the gaydar, so it's kind of hard to find anyone else who might be having the same struggles as me. I'm also scared of coming out to my friends and family. I would kind of hate for my close friends to see me differently, but I'm kind of tired of one of my best friends saying he's gonna get me a girlfriend. Okay. Not knowing I'm not really interested in women that way. Not sure if y'all have any experiences that relate or have any advice. Hope y'all have a nice day. Spowte, you got any good coming out stories that could maybe help this person? Or I don't know. Are you? What's your sexuality?
My sexual. I am.
Is that even public? I don't.
Yeah, I have it as a streamer tag thing. I have pansexual as a streamer tag. I found out much later in life as well, because my coming out, it was kind of trying to come out or being curious back all the way back in high school when I had those feelings. Then not coming, like, decided not to really explore that and just try to ride out through college. And then post college, coming out much later in life within a relationship that I was in, which was really that was a huge part of my life. That was kind of like a catalyst for me exploring and discovering myself after a long time. So I think I was around, how old am I?
29? What are you, 30, 29?
I don't know. How old am I?
What do you mean you don't know?
When did I how old am I? I think I was 24, 25 when I felt the need to really try to explore my sexual identity, my orientation, what I truly felt about, coming out, because it was really hard to come out through high school, and I decided that maybe it was not. I kind of listened in high school. I kind of listened to the voice of saying it might just be a phase, which turned out it wasn't a phase. Only after writing throughout college, I had a really deep conversation with the relationship that I was in at the time. There was support, which I was, lucky to have, but it was me coming out much later in life. So I do feel you on the boat of being 22. The question here is saying probably gay. I'm also scared of coming out to my friends or family. I would kind of hate for my close friends to see me differently, but I'm kind of tired of one of my best friends saying he's going to get me a girl, not knowing I'm not really interested in women.
I think we got a very important friend right there. You have a friend who keeps telling you that you want a girlfriend, that he should get you a girlfriend, right? He doesn't know that you're gay. I can imagine how much that must be bothering you because no one else really talks about it, but the one guy is always really pushy about this one topic. If that's a close friend of yours, I think it might help to come out to them. You don't have to come out to the whole world at once. I think, because I heard a lot of coming out stories where they usually start with one person that they're really, really close with and they tell them.
Yeah.
And I think if that friend happens to be a very close friend who you also trust, I think, maybe just taking your time with them, just telling them, hey, you know what? I don't really think I need a girlfriend. Or just slowly, gently tell them because you feel comfortable telling them, right? I think so. I hope there's one person that you would feel comfortable coming out to. I hope there's one person.
Yeah, starting off with, discussing your feelings with someone who's close to you, who can who you can trust, who you're comfortable is the best way. That's what helped me, because I came out to the close support system, and that really helped with me, figuring out my own identity. So I think hearing or talking through what you're feeling and what you're to that best friend that you have might be the best route so far, and then taking small steps after that.
Because I'm sure, yeah, you talk a lot about your friends, you talk about that close group, and I say y'all. That's like a Southern thing, right? If you say y'all, Spowte, you're American. That's like a Southern thing.
It's mostly Southern.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say y'all, but it's more of a West Coast y'all.
Oh, West Coast y'all. West Coast y'all. Yeah, that's what all my famous West Coast rappers always said. They always said y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all.
The West Coast surfers, y'all. No,
Y'all.
it's mostly southern, but I feel like a lot of the states kind of adapt y'all, in one way or another. I say y'all because it's sometimes easier to say it than or like it mixes up the hey everyone or hey you guys or it's just
It's easier.
another.
I always say you guys. You guys. Oh,
I
you
used to
guys.
Yeah, I used to say you guys, but then I was like, how about I switch it up? And y'all sometimes helps. Y'all,
Y'all.
do you hear my do I have a West Coast? Do I sound like I'm from
See, that's the
California?
problem. That's the problem. For a non-American, Americans sound pretty much the same to me. Like I can tell that okay, a Boston accent. I can tell a Minnesota accent. I can tell like kind of southern-ish accent. I don't know. I could not tell where you're from. I could say okay, you might be from Illinois. You might be from Ohio. You might be from uh, Oregon. I don't know. I cannot tell. I have no
Mm,
idea where you're from.
mm. Okay, okay. I'm from California. I grew up and kind of just stayed in California. I feel like some people have said that they could hear my like a West Coast SoCal kind of accent. Sometimes it just for me I can't really it's I mean I can't really hear it.
But how do you hear that?
And
Like, there's got to be like a word that must like slip out where everyone's like, "Yeah, that's some West Coast thing to say." Maybe.
saying dude for everybody is pretty California based. Like I didn't know that like dude was not universal until later on in life because I thought
Yeah,
dude was can be used for everything, like for everyone, but it's not the case
dude.
outside of yeah, dude, hey dude, what's up, dude?
I
Um,
say it way too much.
yeah,
I do say dude
I
a
used
lot.
yeah, I used to call everyone dude. Sometimes I still do. Sometimes it just slips up. But hella. So hella
Hella.
is more of a Northern California like term. Specifically the Bay Area where San Francisco is. That hella is used a whole lot up here than in SoCal. SoCal hella is not really used. It's sick is more used. Sick is more used. Some old terms that are not really used anymore: tubular, bodacious,
Tubular.
grody, grody meaning like gross. Yo, that's
Yeah,
grody.
that's
Like,
grody, dude.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, hella
Hella.
not used in SoCal. There's a difference between like terms sometimes or some language between Northern California and Southern California, which I found pretty interesting.
Hmm.
When I've lived in both parts of or both Southern and Northern. I didn't live in Central. California can be split up between like Southern, Central, and Northern. I don't know if there's any sort of like specific language or terms for Central, but yeah, Northern has hella. So Southern has more like yeah, sick, tubular, or I mean, old term like tubular, bodacious. Um, what's
I was laughing at that comment saying Central Cali doesn't exist. It's like, okay, so I know that like Central Cali is just like this weird dystopian desert. Some Mad Max shit.
dystopian
Like fucking Mad
desert?
Max Fury
Wait,
Road
wait,
when
wait,
you
no.
try to drive. It's like
Okay, okay.
the thing is
That's not Mad Max.
like the thing is there's a you Chad, you gotta do me this favor. Everyone in California, go on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, look up Josh from Bakersfield. It's this dude that travels around the world and he goes to like Iceland and Germany and like records it. And it's like he records like beautiful, like scenic place. He's like, oh, look at this. It's so beautiful. So much better than fucking Bakersfield. I hate Bakersfield. All the evil comes out of Bakersfield. And his whole content is just roasting on Bakersfield.
Oh my god. Well, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. It Bakersfield gets shit on a whole lot. Bakersfield is the butt of California for jokes.
oh,
Most of Central Cal is yeah, farms and rural.
yeah.
It's a lot of farms. So you go down if you're traveling to like north to south, you can sometimes take the I-5. The I-5 will take you through a whole lot of 8 hours of just pure agriculture, barren farms or barren land, or just farms. So that's like, yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it.
All right, let's finish helping this person out. Let's give him one big advice. My big advice here is pick out that one friend, that one really close friend that you can 100% trust. And I would say, if you feel ready, okay, because you got to feel ready. If you feel ready, come out to that one friend. And if you don't want anyone else to know, tell them, hey, just keep that to yourself. But, I don't like girls. I'm gay. Or however you feel.
Talking to that best friend specifically, I do want to appreciate you giving like kind of just like information with in regards to the question, but that really does help with like trying to visualize the situation, like the thing that you're going through. Talking to that best friend that is trying to set you up with other peeps, I feel like is the best way, if you can trust them, if you're comfortable with them. If there's another close friend or somebody else, that would also be great. But just someone who you can trust, who you're comfortable with, taking those small steps in order to kind of like, in order to come out.
Yeah, small, teeny, tiny little steps. You're also still kind of young, 22.
Part of me wishes I discovered or explored myself more in college, but I was too busy with books, and then I was just like, I'll just let it ride. I'll just go do whatever go do what I gotta do, and not like think about trying to explore myself.
Reading
But
his
I
little
kind of
books.
feel reading. What do you mean reading my little books?
His little
I gotta
books.
study.
It's
I was
just
in
a
the
cute image.
library.
I imagine this cute little like your pinhead emote sitting there in the corner with his big glasses and just like reading his big old book.
Yeah, I mean, I
The
was doing
mitochondria
that
is the
for a
powerhouse of the
lot.
cell.
It is the powerhouse of cell. I had to do, I was in the
Oh,
library
yes.
almost like 24/7 for like the last 2 years of college. Like that was just my second home.
Oh, yeah, that pinhead. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, who you call
Oh,
pinhead?
a little pinhead, little Dorito. Anonymous person. I hope he helped you out. I really hope we do. If not, you sue Spowte. Do not sue me. All right.
Sue Spowte. What do you mean?
Sue him. Sue him. It's his fault.
What?
Okay. Let's do the last question.
Okay. So my friends, some have different beliefs. I'm personally not religious when my friends are. They don't judge, but whenever I talk about my beliefs, they always act weird and get mad. I support all positive beliefs, and I'm also scared to come out to my family as transgender man. I'm a little confused on this question because it's in regards to your friends saying that they don't judge you, but whenever you talk about your beliefs, they get weird and then mad. Getting mad, that's a action of judging, is it not? I feel like they are when they do get mad if you are trying to talk about your stuff, because that's a like getting mad, getting angry about someone's beliefs. That is a reaction. That is a harsh reaction, a very harsh, which is not necessarily like it doesn't come from a place of no judgment. It does come with a place. It does come from a place of judging.
Yeah. Specifically, if you talk about your beliefs, then they get mad at you. Like they do judge you. They do judge your beliefs, unfortunately. It also sounds like you're not really in a circle where you could like truly be yourself. Do you still live with your parents? I think you do. Because I know there's a lot of people that are in the closet that they want to come out, but they can't come out because they still live with their parents, and they know that they would think that their parents would disown them or kick them out if they were to come out. And then they move out or move away, and then they can come out. Then they can be around people that will support them. I don't know how a trans person feels, and I don't know. I can't really give advice on that. That's really hard for me to give advice on that, and I'm really
I
trying.
do. I'm very sorry uh, that you are going through this. Whoever you are, that your friends are judging you
Yeah.
or judging your beliefs whenever you talk about them. I'm sorry that they're not feeling the same as
Mhm.
uh, like you when you do try to express yourself
Mhm.
in within that circle. While I can't really give advice to coming out as to to your family as a transgender man because I have not had that experience. What really bugs me is your friends getting mad. I do
Mhm.
it does hurt me
That
a
the
lot
I was
with
just thinking the same because you cannot choose your family, but you can choose your friends, and if your friends choose to treat you like that, act weird, like you say, quote unquote, act weird and get mad for your beliefs, then that is really, really frustrating. And that is just not fair towards you. Like you deserve, I'm going to be honest, you
yeah, it's
deserve
not.
better friends. Because especially
Mhm.
if it's, if it's, I would assume when you talk about your beliefs, that you tell I assume you mean about trans rights. I think I don't know. You didn't say what type of beliefs, but I assume it's about trans rights. It's about equal rights. And if they judge you for that, then I'm really sorry, and you definitely deserve some better friends. Definitely.
I am sorry that you're going through this.
Yeah. If it's possible, I would try to change friends. I would try to find new friends that can truly understand you. What you could do is, I know there's subreddits for that. I know there's Discord servers for that with other people that are in your shoes that understand you perfectly, and you could connect with them, ask them for advice, and maybe there's someone out there who lives in your area who you could meet up IRL with and could hang out, and they will understand you. They will understand for who you are, where you come from, and maybe they have some advice for you. Like I would change my friends. I would genuinely I wouldn't throw them away like instantly, but I would try to seek out for some new friends that will accept me and will accept my beliefs.
Yeah, that can support you, like establishing closer connections to other people that can support you. And while I say that I never had the experience of coming out as a transgender man to my family. I mean, I did have the experience of coming out in general to my family, or at least to my parents, and that was a very scary situation or scary feeling of how they would respond or react to. Going back to feeling that way of right before coming out to my parents, I had to deal with a lot of feelings, nervousness, a lot of anxiety, and that was really tough. The the way to go about it, if you are trying to come out to your family, I don't know how your family is in particular with their beliefs, with their experiences. So it varies a whole lot, and I understand how scary it can be to a degree, but uh what helped me overcome that obstacle is just like biting the bullet. It's just trying my best and speaking how I truly feel to my parents. That was really tough, and I did cry a whole lot. It was hard, and I can't imagine how your family is I don't know how your family is, but with, that whole coming out, it's just for me, it felt like an obstacle where I just had to overcome it and expect the worst, I guess, or anticipate the worst, or anticipate
Mhm.
whatever happens, essentially.
Go listen to Spowte. He's a very wise bird. I know it doesn't look like there's much up there, but trust me, it is full to the brim with a brain. There is a brain in there, trust me, and it is full of wisdom and knowledge and experience. And you can learn something from the bird Confucius over here, right?
I mean, that's a pretty huge title. I mean, I'm only, talking through experiences, and I can't say that I've had the same experience of coming out as a
Yeah.
transgender man to a family that I'm kind of unaware of how they react. I mean, parts of my family that I have are they don't know like what my sexual orientation is, what my sexual identity is. They don't know like that aspect, and it's probably for the best sometimes for the for the family that's not direct family. I've talked to my direct family, but extended family, I will only talk about it when it does come up.
Mhm.
At this point. So if there's a time and a place that you feel like you absolutely need to talk to your direct family, I would say just anticipating, whatever happens will be probably the best. When I do eventually talk to my extended family, I'll just anticipate either the worst or I wouldn't say anticipate the worst. I'll anticipate, a bunch of possible things that they would say. And if they support, that's great. If they don't support, then I'll just keep on going. I'll just keep on pushing through, living life as much as I can. Ollie says, as a trans person who still has to deal with parents who didn't accept them on a daily basis, screw them. Yeah, they don't get to dictate who you are. They don't. Stick with the people who do respect or who do respect you, and keep them close. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely keep close
Great
to the real
advice.
friends. Just stick with your real friends and the people that want to accept or that do want to respect you and accept
Mhm.
you. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. We had a lot of shit posts. We had a lot of memes. We had some steamed hams, but we also had a lot of serious questions. And I'm gonna tell you all, you're not alone. You're not alone out there. You're not alone. There's thousands of people that feel exactly the same way that you do right now. And just know if you're going through something bad right now, life is a roller coaster, and it will get better. It will get better.
Life's a roller coaster. I haven't been on many roller coasters. I've only been on 2.
That's your advice. Life's a roller coaster. Actually, I haven't been on many. I've been on 2. That's it. Dude, this is so inspiring. This is so. I'm gonna. You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna. Actually, never mind. I've never been on a roller coaster. I guess life is nothing. All right, Spowte. Get the fuck out of here.
Did you say that? Get the fuck out of here? What do you mean? Okay, fine,
No,
fly or
no,
whatever.
no. Stay. Spowte, come back. Spowte, come back here. Come back. Spowte.
No,